Dropping in, feet underneath the hips. Sinking the knees slightly, tucking the tailbone, pulling the crown up to the heavens. Big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Feeling the weight through your feet onto the earth. Then we begin to bounce. Breathing in, letting go. Shaking out the body. Shaking out any stagnation, any anxious energy. Pulling forward, breathing into the back. Leaning back, breathing into the chest. Hands out to the side, up above the head. Stack one leg. Bounce down the bones. Other side. Shake out the legs. And be still. Breathing deep, letting go, sinking into the body. Noticing any sensations through the torso, any tightness, any aches. And put your hands across your heart. Breathe into your heart. Breathing in the unconditional love from the universe, from the source, from the spirit, from Mother Nature. And then breathing out that unconditional love to the space around you, to the community, to the world, to our families. Breathing in that unconditional love. Exhale, unconditional love. Breathing in that emerald green light. Exhale, golden life force all around you. Breathing in gratitude for this day, for your body, for your breath. Breathing out anything that needs to dissolve, transform, or release. Taking a moment to set your intention. For your practice, for your presence, your awareness. Release your hands, bringing up, pulling up the heavens. Pulling down with a descending ha. the heavens. One more, breathing in. Clearing the mental body, the physical body, the spiritual, and the soul. Take your hands on your hips, big hip circles. Moans and groans are good. Opening up those stuck energies, the lower chakras. Pushing your hips back, stretching the hamstrings, pushing your hips to the side, opening up the side body, and then push to the front. Opening up the hips, other way. We're good. Take your feet, make a circle, both directions with your ankle, and then knee and ankle. Both directions. A lot of energy can get stuck in our joints, so it's always good to open up the joints every morning, but also when we're going to be working with our energy and doing our practices. Knee and ankle in both directions. Knees together, around the knees, push them around the feet. Other way, massaging the knees as you do this. The knees can trap a lot of energy, so moving that through there. Good. Armpits, finger thumbs and armpits. Let's just roll the shoulders back, pumping blood through the chest and the heart channels. Big breath in. And let it go as you come forward. Good, other way, pumping. Good, take your wrists, roll them out. And really try to find those end points in your rotations. Really get those sticky points. And then we're going to go elbows and wrists. And we're going to spirally snap our arms out. Like we're pulling energy off our body. That's heavy. That's stale. Good. Shake it out. And then other way, inward. And then elbows and wrists with a spiral snap. Good. Shake it out. All right. Take your neck. Just give it a good rotation. Drawing it down and across the collarbone and around. And then back to the other side of the collarbone. And just going to a range that feels comfortable. Shouldn't cause pain, but should be feeling opening. And then go side to side. And then look left to right. And then down and up. Good. Excellent. Feet together. Make a pistol. Reach for the sky. Squeeze your butt and reach through your rib cage and armpits as high as you can. Get to your tiptoes. Drop down. Reach up like an arrow. And then kind of sink your shoulders when you drop down onto your heels. lean to the side. Open up the side body. Other side. Lean back. Squeeze your butt. Let your neck fall back onto your traps. Lean back to center and then let your hands fall. Good. Holding pose, palms facing each other, elbows slightly out. We're going to take our palms now. I'm going to move them up. And I'm going to open them across, like a cross, stretching my chest. And then I'm going to come back and bring my pinkies together and round my shoulders. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. And moving from the shoulder blades. So rounding my shoulders when I come forward, pulling my shoulders back. And feeling that stretch across the chest. And then turning the palms up as I come back in, rounding my shoulders. Breathing in fully. Exhale, letting go. Opening up the lung and heart channels. Letting go of any anxiety, any resentment, any sadness, and then just opening up into new possibilities, a new relationship with oneself. Opening up, calling in joy, and compassion, and dropping in. Good, and pull this open again, and then let your arms fall gently back into post. And we're just gonna let our arms be loose. And I'm just going to move from the hips and unwind the spine. Let my arms fall into my body. Breathing in deep, moving from the hips, opening up the spine. And then with a faster rotation, called the inner spiral, I'm going to tap just below my collarbone and my kidneys, harmonizing the energies inside. And let your arms gently fall. Take your arms reaching up to the sky, starting with our golden eagle. So really reaching up and rounding a little bit like a hollow rock here. So coming in, throwing the shoulders forward a bit through the armpit. And then as you breathe in, exhale and reach forward into a tabletop position. Pulling your feet out, like trying to screw your knees outward. As you do this to support your back, exhale, I want you to fall completely forward and touch and reach for the ground, or you can reach for your ankles or your knees, depending on how your back feels. Release here, a few big deep breaths. Breathing into your kidneys, your lower back, relaxing your neck. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time as the hands move up the front side of the legs across the hips. And then I'm going to move my arms back, and I'm going to be leaning back like this, gently looking up. As I get to this position, feeling a stretch in the front of my hips, I'm going to stand up and bring my hands up again into the golden eagle. Breathe in, let go, down, spiraling the knees out so there's tension on the lateral sides of the legs. Exhale, fall all the way forward. Take a deep breath in here, and then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Hands scanning the front side of the legs, the hips. And then I stand tall, arch back gently, open the palms. My knees are bent. And then stand up. And then exhale. And then all the way down. And then inhale, dragging up. Palms facing, coming across the hips, opening, leaning back gently. Breathing in. Getting to the top, exhale. Reaching through the armpits, rounding the shoulders. Inhale. Torque the knees out, bend forward. Exhale. Inhale. Rolling up. Scanning the front side of the body. Rolling the palms back. And then stand, pull the hands up, and then pull down a prayer. Feet together, pistol-like hands, and then shoot back up. Tilt to the side. And then the other side. And then pull the hands down. Good. And open. And now I'm going to move my foot, my right foot in. Palms are by my sides. I'm going to reach forward. So now I'm in this lunge position. And then I'm going to take my hands and make a diamond and reach up. Weight is equally on both feet. Heel is off on the back of the foot. And feeling a stretch through my hip flexor. Diamond in the sky. And then I'm going to grab my top hand. I'm going to pull on the side gently with the leg that's back. And turn slightly. Really get a deep stretch here. And then I'm going to let this hand fall the outside hand. So now I'm pushing down to Mother Earth, up to Father Sky. And I'm breathing in, and then exhale, sinking and reaching. Reaching and opposing both sides, so really reaching with the upper hand, pushing with the lower, deepening the stretch. And then let the arms fall onto the knee. I'm just going to bring my foot up a little bit in the back. And then I'm going to just bend down and stretch towards my ankle. Let my head bow down. And modify this however you need to based on your flexibility. If you can touch your head to your knee, bonus points today. Otherwise, just stretching the back and pushing into that back foot. Feeling the hamstring a little bit on the front leg. And then come up. Good. Feet together. And then we'll do the other side. So taking that opposite leg now, my left side, and I'm going to come up, make a diamond. Reach and stretch. Make sure the weight is balanced on both feet. Ball the foot on the back foot only, touching the ground. Take your top hand, the one that's on the side with the leg back, and pull and stretch a little bit more deeply. Really gentle opening here, not being too aggressive with the stretch. Good. Now I'm going to keep that hand up and I'm going to push the other one down. So reaching to Father Sky, reaching down to Mother Earth, breathing in, coming up just a little bit with the legs, and then exhale, sink. Really keep reaching through both hands. Good. And then bring your back foot up just a little bit. Should be pointing about a 45-degree angle. I'm just going to take my hands in the front. I'm going to reach down for a little stretch. Really feel the stretch in the back and in the hamstring. Again, just going to a place that feels opening, not forceful. And then stand back up. Feet back under your hips. Shake it out a bit. Good. And then we're just going to hold our palms right in front of our heart. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to step to the right, mirroring me. And as I step to the right, I'm just going to keep rotating here till I get a stretch. And then I'm going to go all the way back and pull this arm back to my side and lean into this side leg, looking over my shoulder. Good. Now I'm going to come up and I'm going to take the hand that was to my side, bring it to the top, and come over to the other side, pulling this arm back now and then looking over my left shoulder. Feeling a stretch in the adductors here, so right in the middle inner line of the leg. Good. Take your hand on top. Good, right? So the one that was on my shoulder, one that was on my ribs, come up. And then pull back with the other one. Getting really ninja here. Breathe in. Breathe in. Shifting side to side. That's the main goal. If you feel like you can't get your hands right, that's secondary. But just getting into the hips and stretching into that adductor is the goal. One more. Good. And come up. And pull down. Good. And now we're going to take this right leg, if you're mirroring me, and I'm going to draw it back behind me. So like a curtsy step. And when I do that, I'm going to pretend I'm holding kind of a bamboo stick between my thumb and my finger. And they're out in front of me like this. And then I'm going to drop, touching my back knee into my calf and looking down that bamboo stick. And then come up. Palms here. And then step to the other side, curtsy step. Draw out your bamboo stick or your rifle. And then sink back knee into the calf. And then up. Switch, sink. This time bringing it down to Mother Earth. And the weight should stay on the leg that is out in front. So really digging into the hip and the hamstring here. Find a rhythm in the breath that works for you. One more. And back to the center. Palms facing Mother Earth. And pull down the heavens, breathing in. And then now we're going to go right into Thor's hammer. So we're going to grab the thumb, breathe in, and then just let it go. Making the sh sound. Snapping water or oil off your fingers. And now ha, 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 ha. One more. Ha. Back up. And then bounce, open the chest, slap the back. Exhale on the slap, inhale when the arms come back. and then diagonal. So I'm going to come here and then just twirl my wrists around each other and then the other side. So breathe in. Turn it to a double. One more. And then shake it out. Good. Roll the shoulders for me a little bit. Good. I'm going to work in the water element. So take a wider stance. Toes are forward. And again, we're going to be working side to side. And we're going to be working in this big circle. And I want you to imagine the water essence. What does water represent to you? And what water spot are you drawn to, like calling in that power spot for yourself? But the quality of water, what is that, right? So it's flow. It's nourishment. It is alive. It's able to work through obstacles. And it's just kind of an embodied essence and flow. So bringing flow to life, being with what is, and not attaching to the discomfort, but opening up our heart to it, opening up to the lessons and the opportunities and our challenges. So taking our right hand, we're going to put it on one of our kidneys in the back. And then the other hand is going to be a cup in front of my heart. And we're going to start our first scan up here in the mind element energy area. So we're going to clear the mind, and then we're going to come across the throat chakra and then the heart chakra. So follow my lead. So I'm going to breathe in deep first. Exhale, drop in. And then I'm going to shift, and I'm going to pull my arm up at the same time. So wherever my hand is at, that's usually where my weight's going. And then as I pull across the sky, I'm going to inhale, and then I'm going to exhale. Clear. Shift all the way to the other side. And then kind of rotate into that hip and gather water at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gather. Exhale, clearing the monkey mind. Inhale, gather. Exhale, clearing any limited beliefs. Inhale, gathering courage. And then exhale, across the mind. Time, gather, and now we're going to bring it across the throat chakra. Clearing our words, speaking in clarity. Inhale. Exhale across the throat. Speaking our truth. Inhale, gathering that sacred water across our throat. Speaking with kindness. When you inhale at the bottom, really breathe into the kidneys. Exhale, purify at the top. And then one more across the throat. Inhale. Gather now across the heart. Clearing the heart space. And now we're going to switch hands. Good. Extend your crown to the heavens, soften your knees. And here we go. We're going to inhale and then exhale. Down to the water. Bring that water up to our fire and up into the ether. Inhale. Exhale, clearing any limited conditioning that closes our hearts. Inhale. Clearing any negative thoughts, flipping them into a higher vibration. Gathering this water, pouring it down our central channel. Now we'll take this water and go across the throat. Using our words to express our truth. Using our words only when necessary. Is it helpful? Is it needed? Is it kind? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale across the chest now. Inhale. Clearing any resistance in the heart. Opening up the heart and its full capacity to be with the deepest parts of ourselves, the deepest suffering, and to also return us back to our spirit, back to our true essence, our love. Inhale across the heart. Good. And then swap back into the lower energy center here. Keep your stance wide. We're going to take our bow and arrow, and I'm going to pull and drop down into a horse stance. So just going to drop down into like a sumo squat. This finger is going to be pointing straight up, and then I'm going to pull back and squeeze that shoulder back, focusing with my eyes down that finger point. And then I'm going to take that hand and I'm going to move it across. And then when it gets to that end point, I'm going to pull it back, and this one's going to point out. And looking down that fingertip. Using our eyes to focus on our path. The path of the heart. Not our mind, not our ego. And then reach across. You can kind of stand up through that if you feel like you need to, and then once we get here, pull down and sink. Like the warrior that you are. Peaceful warrior. Scan across. Inhale, exhale. Keep those knees driving out and keep those eyes focused. That's it. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then let your arms come back. Come back to center. Pull down the heavens. All the way down. And then hands resting on your belly. Feeling into your body, really tuning into what it's saying to you, what it's trying to tell you. These practices are a way to bring deeper awareness to the language that is not just coming from the mind, but the language of the body. Building that relationship, being that bridge, so we don't just stuff things down or try to cut things away, but we really try to embody the wholeness of the deepest hurt part of us and also the most joyful parts of us, and learning how to work with both of those, not only for ourselves, but to also bring a deeper understanding of love and compassion to others, because we have a deep understanding of our own pains and our own suffering. And with that, we always come back up to the heart, right? Up to that joy, that celebration, that gratitude. Learning what it means to really be human. Walking on this earth with this gravity pulling us down. Honoring that animal instinct, that indigenous, tribal side of us, that mystical side, and then also honoring that light, that divine light inside of us. How are we bringing back our experiences on this earth up to that heavenly place, up to that divine cosmos? How are we cultivating our work with deeper meaning and purpose through our hearts, not just through achieving or trying to be somebody in somebody else's eyes, but just being. Hope you're having a great, wonderful day. Many blessings. Aho.